What's good, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. So, I was not active on YouTube for the last 2 weeks. I was a little bit locked in to my trading, and I want to share with you the trades that I've took last 2 weeks. And we are going pretty good. I'm gonna share with you and the technical and the fundamental part, and the reason I took the trades. Okay, first of all, we have GBP USD, which I took last week. No, the week before this week, the previous week. Okay. So I took this trade. Fundamental reason is quite simple. First of all, we were on a risk-off environment. There was uncertainty in the market concerning, first of all, Iran and the United States, if the war is gonna resume. Okay. Secondly, uncertainty in the United Kingdom because the Prime Minister was set to resign, which actually happened. So I was like, okay, if the Prime Minister is about to resign, that's bad for the pound. So I'm gonna short the GBP and long dollar because it's a risk off asset. And also, inflation is still picking up, and we are having great numbers on the United States part. So I was like, okay, let me short GBP. Took the short technical part, 4 hour, went on the 1 hour, saw a big bearish engulfing, entered my stop loss above, and you should take profit. Next trade I took, which was last week, was GBP CHF. As you guys know, the situation in United Kingdom is a little bit complicated because we are having less inflation. Inflation is slowing down, having a little bit of a stagflation. So inflation is slowing down, and also there are not a lot of jobs that are being created, which is really bad for the pound. And also uncertainty in the United Kingdom because of the resignation of the Prime Minister. So I took the shorts. Why did I take CHF? That was the only setup I saw. And also, we are on a risk-off environment. We don't know if we are going to have a deal between Iran and the United States, or the bombing is going to resume, which hopefully doesn't happen. But if we have a deal, just close this position because it's invalidated. Okay. So for the upcoming week, these are the setups that I'm looking for. First of all, I'm not gonna look at GBCHF. First of all, I have NZD CAD. Why? Because we have the Bank of New Zealand reunion, and also Canadian dollar is gonna basically lose in value. Why is it gonna lose in value? It's because oil prices are dropping. Why are oil prices dropping? Because there are more ships going to the Strait of Hormuz, and which are delegated by Iran. So if oil prices go down, let me take my glass off. If oil prices go down, Canadian dollar loses in value because it's a big exporter of oil. They don't make as much money as they used to. So, you see, NZD CAD. And I'm going to share with you the oil prices. TR, that's it. You can see it's dropping. It went from, let's say, $104 to $91 a barrel. So that means that Canadian dollar is gonna lose in value. Secondly, I've been looking for Euro NZD. This setup, I'm not really sure, but the reason I want to take Euro NZD is if, in case New Zealand dollar losing in value or this setup gets invalidated. Also, we have Euro AUD. This setup is not looking good, but the reason I want to take it is because I believe that the Australian dollar is overvalued. If the Australian dollar is overvalued, that means that it's too high. It's have to go down. And also, inflation in Australia is decreasing. It's not as high as people were expecting it to go. So, don't get me wrong. The Bank of Australia is still hawkish. Okay, Australian dollar on the long term is going to go up. But on the short term, we might have a pullback. That's what I'm trying to anticipate on. So, AUD/USD shorts would be really nice. If we are still on a risk off, that means that if we are still having a disagreement between Iran and the United States, which I believe is going to happen because I don't believe we will have a deal that fast. If Trump takes time, maybe he's going to be in a rush because of the World Cup. Even though CAD CHF, this setup right here is the one I love the most. And the reason is quite simple. Like I said, oil prices are dropping, and we are in a risk-off environment. If we are risk-off, you long Swiss franc. If we are Also having lower oil prices, you short Canadian dollar. So think about it. This week, short Canadian dollar. Okay. Second setup, GBP shorts. Inflation in the United Kingdom is decreasing, and also we have a little bit of a political uncertainty. That means that's really bad for the pound. So I'll be looking for shorts, and this is right here my new area of interest, and this is my new area of TP. My new area of interest I'm looking for. Okay, these setups I don't really like them, but for now on, let's just look at it. GBP JPY, if you have a pullback, longs right here. Otherwise, I'm not gonna take trade. GBP NZD, if you have a pullback, you can take the longs. Euro CAD, this one looks good. I'm not gonna lie, because okay, if dollar loses in value, we go on a risk on environment, and also bear in mind that euro is a little bit correlated to the dollar. It's negatively correlated to the dollar. If dollar goes up, euro goes down. If dollar goes down, euro goes up. So if dollar goes down this week, and we have a release of the tensions between Iran and the United States, we might see euro, profit from it. That means the euro will go higher, and you choose another code, maybe the Canadian dollar, because the Canadian dollar is going to be weak, like I said, because of the oil prices are dropping. So I'm going to put it up here because I love it. Okay. Euro CHF, as you guys see, it's so low. I'm not going to take any risk. I'm not going to try to counter trade. I'm not going to try to catch a father knife. So check it out. AUD JPY, too choppy, not interesting, so I'm not gonna take it. AUD NZD, this one I'll be looking for. No, I'm not gonna be looking. It's too high, it's too high. Gotta be selective. One trade a week. NZD USD shorts. I don't like this at all. And last but not least, NZD CHF. The pullback, I was expecting the pullback last week here. It happened, but we did not have any entry signal, so that did not enter. By the way, the 4 hours bullish, so when it drifted bearish, it was too far from the area of interest. Like I said, you have to understand something. The less trade you take, the more money you make. And I know you guys have heard it a lot of times, but I can tell you for a fact, the moment I started taking only one trade a week, I said one trade, just one trade. So for these past 2 weeks, I only took 2 trades, and all those 2 trades were winners. First of all, GBP USD, and the second one was GBP CHF, which I'm showing right now on the camera. So the less trade you take, the more selective you become, the more money you make. Don't try to take a lot of trades. The moment you take a lot of trades, you lose your edge. Only take the A+ setups. All the setups that I've showed you right here in the front of the camera are A+ setups. The daily was bearish, the 4 hours bearish, and the 1 hour was bearish as well. So do not try to take those counter trend trades. There will always be a A+ setup for a week. Just one A+ setup, you take it, it's done. At least if you take all the A+ setups, you're gonna lose probably 1 trade a month and win 3 of it. So you see. And with those A+ trades, you can have more than a 1 to 3 RR. So, okay. By the way, have a nice trading week.